American Hearts Radio presents, live from Atlanta, Georgia, Hollywood South, with host Dan Glazer.
Welcome to Hollywood South. My name is Dan Glazer. This is a new show, Al.
Hey,
how you doing, Al?
All right.
You just got back from where? Where'd you
Amsterdam in the UK.
With the SOS band?
Yes.
Wow. You got jet lag?
No. Actually, I just.
That's amazing. I didn't think you'd make it.
So,
you were? That's amazing. Yeah. And then you're heading to San Diego with the SOS band?
And Bakersfield.
Very good. So anyway, we put together this Hollywood South show. We're just kind of playing with this. There's so much going on with music, film, TV in this city. It was time maybe to do a little. What I'm trying to do is accumulate all the movie news that's going on for about a month and then put it on the show. And it's very hard to catch it all because I am a procrastinator. I only got on the internet 2 days before doing this show to research it. It's pages and it's endless. It's endless. So let's start from the very beginning. I want to give a shout out to one movie and one TV show, even though they're not from the South. The first one is a movie called La La Land. You got that? Yeah. La La Land. A very close friend of mine, Dr. John Hernandez in Austin, Texas. Daughter is in this movie. She's the one in the red dress. Her name is Callie Hernandez, and she's in the very beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is spectacular, and so she's in this movie. She's also going to be in the next Aliens movie, and she's on a TV show with Nick Nolte called Graves. I think it's on Netflix. And she's really an up-and-coming actress. She's right now reading for a lot of other movies. But if you see La La Land, Callie is in the red dress. And she already knew how to sing, but she had to kind of learn how to dance for this. It's a very good movie. So go see that. The next movie is Jeremy Miller. Well, it's not a movie. It's a TV show. Jeremy Miller, Third Eye. I met Jeremy Miller here in Atlanta. Even though this is not a Southern movie, he's very close friends with some friends of mine, Heather and Andy Turner. And I met Jeremy at a charity event here in Atlanta. Very, very nice guy. He's going to be in a TV show called The Third Eye. And The Third Eye is about, it's basically about an individual. It's a true story about an individual. I think he's kind of psychic. You know, when you have a third eye, you have a lot of intuition and insight. And that's about what the show is about. But it's actually a true story. But what I would like you to do is go like The Third Eye page on Facebook page. Go there and like this. Like it, like it, like it, like it. But Jeremy was a child actor, you remember, from Growing Pains. Let's go to the next picture. So Jeremy, there's little Jeremy with Brad Pitt, before Brad Pitt was Brad Pitt. Let's go to another picture. In Growing Pains. There's Jeremy with Leonardo DiCaprio before Leonardo DiCaprio was Leonardo DiCaprio. So there were some big stars. And I want to just take a little moment to mention Alan Thicke, who passed away just recently. And Alan Thicke was a very talented man and very close with Jeremy Miller. They remained very close even after the show. So I just want to mention him for a moment. So go like Jeremy Miller, The Third Eye on Facebook. Like it, like it, like it. Okay, next go to the next picture. Oh, and there's Jeremy and his lovely wife, Joni. Lovely wife, Joni. Let's go to the next one. There's Jeremy with Andy, his good buddy Andy here in Atlanta, the next one, and Heather. So even though it's not a Southern movie, we're related because their good friends live here. Let's go to the next one. And there's Ricky Muse, who's in a lot of movies here in Atlanta, Jeremy, and I don't know who that guy is, Dan. We met at the charity event. So go like Third Eye. Very good. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, so there are so much to cover and the stuff that's being filmed here in Atlanta, and Spider-Man was being filmed. I think they're still filming. I don't think they've wrapped it up. But the interesting thing, we have another show called Comics on Parole, and we go to the next picture of Spider-Man. And we had a comic on here who was an extra in Spider-Man, and they heard his voice. He had a New York accent, so they gave him a speaking role, playing a reporter. And he came on the show, but he couldn't announce that he was in Spider-Man, so he had to call it Schmider-Man. And they were filming with all the Avengers, but they had it called the Smavengers. He wasn't allowed to say what the name was, but he got a speaking role in that movie, and he was on this show. Let's go to the next one. This is Diary of a Wimpy Kid that I believe is filming right now. I'm trying to go over the movies that are filming right now or have recently finished filming. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid, this is The Long Haul. It's a sequel. And our friend Ricky Muse. Go to Ricky Muse's... our buddy Ricky Muse has been on Comics on Parole many times, is in this movie, or it was in the previous one. Ricky's in a lot, there's Ricky again. Ricky is in a lot of movies in Atlanta, and we're going to be talking about more because there's about 4 movies that he's in. He comes on Comics on Parole quite a bit. Let's go to the next one. MacGyver's going to be filming. I think it's going to be a regular TV series here in Atlanta that's filming right now. The next movie that filmed was The Party with Melissa McCarthy and her husband. By the way, Ricky Muse was in the movie Tammy. We'll go back to Ricky's picture again. Okay. Was in the movie Tammy with Melissa McCarthy. So that was a good movie too. Now let's go to the movie after The Party called Ozark. Ozark is with Jason Bateman. And once again, Ricky Muse, go back to Ricky Muse, is going to be in this TV show. He's going to be a reoccurring role in the movie Ozark, filmed here in Atlanta with Jason Bateman. In fact, Ricky was in another movie with Jason Bateman called The Office Christmas Party, and I think that's still in movie theaters now. Let's go to another one. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow also films in Atlanta. By the way, Ricky Muse, go back to Ricky Muse, was also got a part in Sleepy Hollow, and it was going to be a regular part. However, they changed it to a one part where he gets his head cut off, but then they just changed it to a dummy getting his head cut off. So he was supposed to be in Hollow. Let's go to the next one, which is The Originals, is filming here. Now let's go to the next one. Vampire Diaries is filming here. This is Vampire Diaries' last season, I believe. In fact, I was with my son over the Whole Foods on Ponce de Leon, and the guy on the right, the bad brother, was there. Very nice guy. We went up. My son went up and talked to him. He was buying some flowers and some candies for some girl he was going out. Probably the girl in the middle he was going out with, but I don't know for sure. Stranger Things 2 is the next one. That's a good movie. If you've seen Stranger Things, you'll like this movie. I believe it's filming now, or it's finished up filming. That was a really good show. And then everyone loves The Walking Dead, which I hear is a very addictive show. But it's filming too. But I don't think it's the last season. But that's filming here in Atlanta too. So there's really so much going on. I haven't even touched it. We have Daryl Rhodes is coming on, a musician, a comic, a composer for the movies, and he just recently worked on as an extra on the Tonya Harding movie. He's going to tell us about that. And I did mention Tonya Harding movie is filming here. Also, there's a movie filming in Savannah, Georgia, about who was it that took the axe and killed her parents? Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden movie is filming here, and that's I can't think of her name, but she's in the other vampire movie where half of them were wolves, or half I can't think of her name. What's it called? Daylight, Dawn Night? I can't remember. So anyway, it brings us to Dr. Evil right here from Austin Powers. No, actually, this is Brian T. Shirley. And we're going to get Brian T. Shirley because he's kind of our roving reporter, because he's going to cover some of the movies and things outside of Atlanta. And basically, we're just having him call in to talk about a movie that he's in. Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yep.
Brian, you awake, Brian?
I hear you loud and clear.
Very good. Brian, we're on just very briefly here. You were going to tell us about a movie that you were in. It was filmed in Charleston, right? Called Inside Ben, correct?
No, the Southern tie is that I'm in it. It was not filmed in Charleston.
Where was it filmed? Go to the next page.
Ohio, actually.
You went all the way to Ohio? Okay. And what is this?
No, I did voiceover work for Dan on my old radio show, BTS radio show. He sent me the script of what he wanted me to do, and I actually did it in the studio there. And I play a morning radio show host. And then I did another voiceover for it, and it's been so long I don't remember actually what the other part was, but it is premiering February 25th, right on the RealMaruProductions.com. You can see it there. I put the website on your Facebook page, Dan.
Okay, so you
So
didn't act
people
in
need
this.
to
You did
go-
voiceover work for it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did voiceover work for it, and he's starting to kick up a lot of movies. I went out in Denver and did a short role for his other movie, Cloud Games, Road to Chronolothon.
Okay.
And so he's got a lot of projects. He's won some awards for some stuff he did earlier, and he's a comedian, too. That's how I met him. We worked
Do you have
together
a
and
love
everything.
scene in this movie?
What's that?
Do you have a love scene in this movie?
If I have a love scene, you can't see it. Doing voiceover
So
work.
you have a solo
actually,
love
this
scene
is
in this movie.
This is a psychological thriller about a guy that has agoraphobia, and that's about the worst. You have to check out the trailer, folks.
Oh, really?
It's an R-rated movie, so just so you know, check out the trailer. And if you want to see me, I'm going to be in Anniston, Alabama, February 23rd to the 26th at the Happy Hour Comedy Club, and I'll put that poster up on your page.
Yeah,
too.
put the poster up on my Facebook page.
Sure.
Well, thank you very
And
much, Brian T.
This
Shirley.
is,
Huh?
yeah, this segment is BTS Entertainment Corner, and I'll be on here every time you do a show and bring some other stuff of what's going on in the independent movie world.
Very good. Talk to you later, Brian. Go back to bed.
All righty.
Okay, talk to you later. Okay, bye. So anyway, that was Brian T. Shirley. One other thing I want to briefly mention is that there's all kinds of work, really, for especially comics who work at night, to get a lot of work in the daytime, and that's in the extra scene. There's all kinds of extra people. They need extras very, very badly in this city. There's 7 different casting agencies that handle extras. One is New Life Casting, Extra Castings in Atlanta, Roselock Casting, Hilton Casting, Tammy Smith Casting, Marinella Hume Casting, and Pierre Casting. There's all kind of extra casting work, and so there's no reason not to be in the film industry. If you have nothing else to do the day, you could be an extra in the film. Maybe you'll even be discovered. Oh, by the way, Al, about 40 years ago, I had a friend here her name was Sylvia May. She was a casting agent, and she had someone call me, Shay Griffith, who's a big casting agent here in Atlanta. I'm not an actor, never have been an actor, but I was always available to be an extra. And Shay called me up. She wouldn't remember me, but I remember this. About 35 years ago, to be an extra in a Chainsaw Massacre movie. It was a spoof of the Chainsaw Massacre movie. And, I turned it down. I couldn't do it. But you know who the stars were? Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger. And I saw it 30 years later. It was terrible. But anyway, I shouldn't have turned it down. But I'm going to show a clip. And then I was in a monster movie. Sylvia May's put me in. Really bad. The worst movie of the year. I'll play a clip the next show. But I've never been an actor. So anyway, what we want to do now is briefly take it to Atlanta Comedy Theater commercial and then bring up our first and only guest.
American Entertainment Network is proud to announce that Dan Glazer's Comics on Parole Open Mouth Night will be held on Wednesday night at Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, where you could get glazed every week with Dan Glazer. Dan has great success with his Comics on Parole Open Mouth Night. Now fate has brought Comics on Parole to a larger stage at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Come see the Comics on Parole Open Mic at the Atlanta Comedy Theater this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a show up, go up, for 45 minutes before the scheduled shows. 4650 Jimmy Carter Boulevard, number 114B. Go to www.atlcomedytheater.com. And don't forget to check out Comics on Parole WebTV series every first and third Tuesday of every month at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on www.americanheartsradio.com WebTV.
While our first guest comes to the stage, I want to briefly talk about an app called TuneIn Radio on iPhones, your iPads, your laptops, called TuneIn Radio. Go to the next. It's called American, the movie thing. There it is. Movie Ticket Radio on TuneIn Radio. There's a TuneIn Radio app that you can get on your laptop, your iPhone, your iPad, any of your smartphones. And if you're really into movies, music of the movies, this is a really good show called Movie Ticket Radio. It has all kinds of theme songs and soundtracks of movies. Movie Ticket Radio on TuneIn Radio. Now, speaking of music, right now I want to welcome to the stage Mr. Daryl Rhodes, a comic, a musician, a singer, and a lover of all kinds of women. Good to see you, Daryl.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
So one of the reasons we're having Daryl on, and Daryl has really, if you Wikipedia Daryl, he has a very vast resume. Worked with James Brown. He's had his own band. He produces CDs, DVDs, all kinds of things. And he's very big in the movie industry. He's written music for the movies, and that's primarily why I wanted to have him on. There's so many independent films being filmed in Atlanta. Some of you independent film people should contact Daryl to write some music for him, for your movies, because he writes them very quickly, but very well. And they're very, very good. You recently did a DVD, Southern Not Stupid?
Yeah, well, CD.
CD.
I mean, I don't know what he did with that. He just asked me to write some music, and I did.
Yeah, we're going to show that in a
went
minute.
To the studio and produce it.
But before we get started, well, aren't you working on a movie yourself?
I actually just did an extra thing. You were talking about, because I had time on my hands, and I cannot sit still. So
right.
I was on the Tanya Harding movie. Did about 16 hours in one day with Margot Robbie.
And she didn't look anything like Margot Robbie, right?
No, she looked like Tanya Harding. You know?
And who was not a real... Well, she wasn't too bad looking. She just a tough chick.
All cats are gray in the dark, dude.
That's right. So, but you had a lot of fun walking.
Prison talk.
16 hours? What time did it start?
Well, you know, it's really weird because Atlanta traffic, you have a window where you have to get out, right? And I actually left the house at 4:30 and was down there by a little after 6, and didn't have to be on the set until 8:30. We sat there drinking coffee and eating bad food for about 3 or 4 hours before they called us into this ice rink.
Right.
Macon Coliseum. So no matter how well you're dressed, you're not prepared to sit around ice for 16 hours.
Right.
And, man, it's, you know, you just have to be patient, you know.
Was it cold?
Oh, it's freezing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it got real cold.
But you have written some music for the movies. What movie did you?
Well, there was a song. One of my songs was used in a movie. It was a Jim Varney movie called Fast Food.
Right.
And that was used. And of course, one of my songs was in the documentary The Sex Pistols. And then written songs for that other artists have picked up, you know. But yeah, I have so many songs that because I have 12 albums and I have 200 or 300 songs that I'm always working on at any given time. But, you know, you write something and go, God, this would be perfect for a commercial or this or that. A lot of people used to shy away from it, from having their music in commercials. Now it's probably one of the primary ways to make money. Okay, so recently a comic, Mark Evans, came to you. He wrote lyrics for a song called Southern Not Stupid, and you wrote the music. Right, yeah. When he, as we discussed before, because Mark's a friend of mine, he's a great guy. And when you're not a songwriter, you'll write a line and maybe you're not paying attention to rhythm or, you know. So it was a matter of just sitting there going, okay, this is too many syllables, this, that, and you work it around. And I would call him up, and he was just so easy to work with. He said, oh, that's great, yeah. And so, you know, I started hearing a melody in my head, and a couple of days later we were in the studio, and I have a select bunch of guys I like to work with, and Tommy Strain, who used to be in a band called Starbuck, had a song called Moonlight Feels Right. He's one of my favorite guys to work with, very even-tempered, very talented. He played guitar and bass on that. I played drums and sang all the harmonies and everything, and then Marty Currens, we did it in his studio, and he played keyboards. So it was just really easy to knock out. We knew exactly what we wanted to do and got it knocked out, and when we were through, we said, okay, this is a song now. Oh, let's play a clip of that.
Which clip?
Southern Not Stupid.
Okay. All right.
I think it's the next one.
Yes.
Since the birth of our nation, the North has been dumping on the South. As the country grew, so did the stereotype of Southerners. Eventually, Hollywood produced things like Dukes of Hazzard, Beverly Hillbillies, Deliverance. The country actually viewed these as documentaries about the South. Well, enough is enough. I'm here to tell everyone that we are Southern, not stupid. And that's more than just a statement, it's an attitude.
At the first hint of snow, there's a rush on milk and bread. We can't drive in it, so we close our schools instead. But 6 months a year, y'all are snowbound. So we can play golf here the whole year round. We may talk slow, but our cooking can't be beat. We've got good manners and our tea is always sweet. It's a different way of life, can't be disputed. not stupid. We love our sports, especially football. The NCAA always rules the fall. Well, you got Big Ten, Pac-12, and Big East, but the SEC is always the beast. 3 a.m. we hit the Crystal with no hassle. When you're drunk late at night, y'all storm the White Castle. We got ours and you got yours, and we could do this all day. But y'all got nothing on Chick-fil-A. We may talk slow, but our cooking can't be beat. We've got good manners and our tea is always sweet. It's a different way life can be disputed, 'cause we're Southern, not stupid. Drink a
So that was Daryl singing it, doing the instrumentation, everything. It was and you popped it out really quickly.
Yeah, I just played drums on it, and Tommy Strain on guitar, and Marty Kearns. It's not a very complicated thing to do in the process, but I'm real at home in the studio.
Okay, so you're working on a movie?
Yeah.
Next project?
What I'm doing, do you remember the movie Red Dawn?
Yes.
With Patrick Swayze? I'm doing a rebooting because I think it's time for because there was another version of Red Dawn that I didn't feel good about.
Right.
And I love that movie so much that I thought it was timely now to do. And what I have now is they're going back and they're getting revenge for the Bowling Green Massacre.
Right.
We've heard of the Bowling Green Massacre. We've heard about. And instead of Red Dawn, we're calling it Orange Con.
Okay.
And so you know they would holler Wolverine. That was their battle cry. So we're going to holler Tangerine. And so Russia was an adversary in, of course, the original movie. But now with the bromance that's going on. Russia is our friend, and they're helping us fight to take Bowling Green back. And they're actually shooting missiles from their base, which of course is in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right.
So because we've established and so we feel really good. And I have an agent that's floating some names.
Who's going to be in the movie?
Well, we're not sure yet, but the people that we're looking at, and there's going to be more, and we're just not sure. We haven't talked to them yet, so we got to find out what we're going to do. But Kirk Cameron.
Oh yeah,
Facts of Life.
Yeah,
yeah. We got some big names. Tony Danza.
Wow.
Tony Danza. If you're asking who's the boss,
he's getting up there.
Yeah, Tony's the boss in the movie.
Right.
If we can get Tony in there, he will be the boss. He will tell people, you go there. No, don't do that.
Right.
Come on in.
Right.
He'll give all the hand like football.
Right.
Tony Danza, Dustin Diamond. Huh?
Yeah. Oh,
it doesn't
he's
get
in a little trouble.
Well, he is, but he's got passion. He's
he was
an
a
actor.
stand-up comic too.
Yeah, we're going to debate that. And Mark Price, Skippy from Family Ties. Does it get much bigger than that? Come on. Now, Scott Baio. Scott Baio, he was up, doing his bit for President Cheeto. And I think Scott, and that's CHEAT-O, Cheeto. Scott Baio, I think, is a force to be reckoned with. Joni and Loves Chachi. Yeah. He's got a fine resume. So he's someone I really want to talk to. I wanted to get Pauly Shore, but I think he's out of my price range.
Pauly Shore. I haven't seen him in a long time. So when are you going to get this movie? Do you have backers of this movie at this point?
Well, we're going to be doing a GoFundMe Kickstarter. I think that's one of the things we're discussing.
Yeah.
And then, I know a guy.
You know a guy?
Yeah, I know a guy.
Well, this is going to be a big hit.
I think so. I feel good about it. The Bowling Green Massacre. More than anything else, I think there's a lot of merchandising to be done with this movie.
Well, that's what it's all about.
The hats, it's just like, they have the Trump coins.
Right.
And so I'm hoping to have the, I Survived Bowling Green Massacre T-shirts, ashtrays, spittoons,
Gotcha. Well, good luck in this movie.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Okay. Now, you also have a CD called Teenagers in Heat that's doing very, very well.
Oh, yeah. I went double plywood.
Double plywood. Plywood.
Yeah.
And you're going to have... Let's play a clip. Let's play a video of this.
Okay.
Welcome everybody here to the Red Clay Theater. You ready to have a good time tonight? We'll be selling some Tupperware and Snap-on tools out in the lobby later. Yeah. But right now, I want to bring those funky hot pots in one time.
Teenagers in heat.
That's right.
Teenagers in heat.
Well, I'm walking down the street looking in the back seat for 'em.
Teenagers in heat.
It's Saturday night and everything is alright when them
Teenagers in heat.
up in the cloud is a UFO tracking all the action going down below. Yeah.
Teenagers in heat.
Yeah.
Teenagers in heat.
She said, Billy, I'm bumping my head. I got a crick in my neck and a cramp in my leg. But he couldn't hold back. He been waiting on me right before at the dart at the back seat. And you're moaning and breathing hard all night with the radio on so they can hear this song about
Teenagers in heat. Teenagers in heat.
you gotta cheat double electricity. Sparks flying off, teenagers in heat. Like rabbits in the cage, you can't tear them apart. Tell where one stops, the other one starts. Here's the missile launch on the valley of love. Moaning and screaming at the moon up above. Sweating and sticking to the vinyl seat. He's her man and he can't be beat. Not since her hand fell asleep. To lock lips is what's fit in the backseat. Tell 'em!
Teenagers in heat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Very good, and that's available. That CD is available on your
Yeah, you
website.
can go iTunes, Amazon, any place, wherever the kids are hanging out on their computer.
And not to mention, if there is an independent filmmaker who would like to use Daryl to make some music for their movies, where do they get in touch with you?
Well, my website is music-comedy.com, and you tell that to people and they go, how you spell dash? But anyway, it's how you spell hyphen? Music-comedy.com.
Okay, very good. Now, right now, you want to play a song.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have to do a little setup here. As you know, and a lot of people I know Al knows, before I became a musician, I was a pretty respected anthropology professor in a well-known university that works for this joke, and the deal was during the election, we were going out into Arkansas and other uncivilized places, and I did some research, and there was a missing tribe, and we actually researched, the Latin name, of course, is Dicus erectus, and we discovered that the tribe was alive and well during the election, and so I wrote a little song about it, and I'd like to do it for you.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to go do a little bit of this song, and I may even stop in the middle of it, depending on how my fingers feel.
Okay.
I just got this a few weeks ago. It's a ukulele, and of course, you know I'm better at sousaphone. Here we go.
Okay.
Don't be kind to waste your time on assholes. They'll say things just to bring you down. Joy is something they can only read about, and that's one thing you can live without. Assholes driving your car, you won't get far, there's an asshole. He'll cut you off cause that's what assholes do. Traffic's backed up way behind, there's nothing on his mind, just an asshole without a clue. Everybody! So unaware, without a care, he's an asshole. He speaks asshole so very fluently, and he doesn't give a damn, saying, you know who I am. Is this asshole you or me? 'Cause we're assholes, sometimes we're assholes, and assholes are everywhere. Thank you.
A good old friendly, family-friendly song. Very good. And if you would like more songs like this for your movies, just get in touch with Daryl Rose.
Or your bar mitzvahs.
Whatever. Thank you for tuning in to Hollywood South. Tune in with a month when we don't know who will be on, but they will be here. Thank you.